hands directly out in front of us. We're just gonna do some soft wrist circles. So straight arms. When we're working through the wrists, and we're just trying to isolate that joint, we want to keep those elbows locked out. Okay, we want that true natural stretch. There we go. And try to go both directions. Awesome. You're going to point your fingertips down towards the floor. Then you're going to bring your fingertips up towards the ceiling. So again, keeping those elbows straight. So this really works our elbow flexors. Here we go. And back up. That's it. If you type at a desk, if you text a lot, these are absolutely some go-tos for you. Down. You could probably start to feel it firing up right in your forearm already. That's it. So now think about trying to push against an object. Here we go. And then when your fingers go down, it's like something pushing against your hands towards you. So now your shoulders come back as well. There we go. So palms up, and then push an object away. Fingers down, and push towards you. So up, push, down, and back. Up, push, fingers down, and back. You should start to really feel this firing up. I don't know how many more I can do. Let's do 2 more. Up, press, fingertips down, shoulders back. 1 more. Up, and down. Good. Shake that out. Okay. If you guys have, you know what? No, that's totally fine. Okay. That's totally fine. Arms back out in front. Hands, palms facing each other. You bring your arms right up overhead. Okay, so think about your shoulder blades wrapping around your rib cage. Draw your shoulder blades down as far as you can go down your back. You will feel this natural need to open up your arms. Okay, your shoulder blades are right in the back here, so if you're drawing them down, you feel this natural wide position set in place. Okay, let the shoulder blades come up towards your ears, and your hands come closer together. These shoulder blades, going back down to the center of your body. Perfect, coming to this natural wide position. Shoulder blades, rise up, and they kind of come apart behind you. So you're thinking about your wings, they're flapping your wings. So now let's do some up and down. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Oh my gosh. If you started to feel like fire happening, then you were doing it right. That's awesome. Okay. Up again. So we have a lot of overhead today. When we are putting a bell overhead, we want to make sure that our shoulder blades are not depressed down, because when your shoulder blades are down, you cannot physically get your hand up over top, stack that shoulder. Like, I guess you could, but you're gonna feel like you're being stopped somewhere. So you need to kind of loosen up that shoulder blade and allow it to elevate. Okay, so you're feeling stuck somewhere in the shoulder. Back here needs to be released and loosened. Okay, so allow some space to get up overhead. When we are holding up overhead, everyone put their right hand up. Okay, everyone has their right hand up overhead. And your waist, so if you look at your pant line, it is straight across. Okay, we're not shifting our hips. Pant line straight across. I want you to take your wrist and pull it back behind your shoulder line as far as you can pull. And then relax that. Okay, hand on the rib cage now. Don't let that rib cage pop forward. And relax. Pull it back. And relax. 2 more. Pull back and relax. Pull it back. Relax. Okay, shake that out. So again, we're showing the full extremes of our positions. So when we are working with that weight and that load, we're not being like controlled by the external load. We want to make sure that we are in control of that kettlebell the entire time. So we need to know what our full ranges are, what we have available to us. So when we are reaching back all the way, think about, would I have a weight in my hand this far behind my head? Probably not. There's nothing below my wrist. There's no structure, right? So when you're bringing it back, it would be right in between, right over top of that shoulder itself. You'll feel that. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, good. Okay, hands on your hips now. So I want you to kind of take hands like this, like a little gunshot. And I want this part here, what's that even called? Like this part, inner thumb webbing. Right inside this hip crease, okay? I'm obsessed with these hip creases. We need to understand what's going on in this hip crease, especially when we're doing kettlebells, okay? So hip crease here, and this is in charge of moving our thighs in and out. Okay, so everybody just move their thighs in and out. Thinking about this ball and socket right here, okay? So your hips structure is not moving. It is your thighs within the hip structure, right? Okay, so once we know and can feel that movement, what we're gonna do is we're going to keep external rotation. And we're going to bend our knees so we sink straight down. So I'm gonna show you a bit back so you can see my knees now. Okay, so I'm externally rotating. Now I'm just gonna bend my knees slightly so I kind of sink straight down. Straighten those legs. Okay, bend the knees, sink straight down, and then straighten those legs. Awesome. So again, straight down, straight up. 3 more. Down and up. 1, down and up. 2, down and up. 3. Perfect. Okay, we're breaking down the jerk now. There is that second dip when that weight is going up overhead. So this was our first dip. So we go up. That sends the bell up overhead. Now we have to get into our second dip, so we're gonna repeat, and our arm straightens out. So now I'm gonna ask all of you to put your right hand up overhead, okay, in that nice sweet spot, okay, nice sweet spot. Straight down. Okay, hold on, sorry, you have to be in rack, I lied, okay, rack, haha. Get ready, straight down. As you straighten your legs, it goes halfway up. Second dip to straighten out that arm. So you go underneath that weight, and now you're gonna stand it up. Absorb it with that third dip. Okay, so it goes 1, half, under, and up. Good job. So definitely when you move a little quicker, we're gonna go leg, half, get under, and lift. Perfect. So when we go through this move today, I want you to make sure that your torso is moving straight up and down. Okay, when we are working unilaterally, when we have one bell to work with, it kind of tends to want to push our hips out to one side, especially when we're catching underneath. Notice how my hips are trying to catch underneath of that weight. Okay, so this is where I want you to focus on this external rotation. Okay, create a seat for yourself, because if you're powering in here, it's going to be really hard to get out of that position. Okay, nice and tight with that external rotation to really catch yourself straight underneath of that weight. Can I get a thumbs up if that makes sense? Okay, if it doesn't, talk to me after class, ask me another time, we can really break it down. Okay, so here's what our complex is going to be today. We're going to go back to that 2-minute working time. We're going to have a 30-second rest though. So that's the challenge of today, 30-second rest. We have a clean and jerk and an overhead lunge. So the clean brings it up to your chest. Clean and jerk. Overhead, lunge, and repeat. Clean, jerk, overhead, repeat. Sound good? So those 3 basic main exercises, focusing on the dip. Cool? Super cool. Okay, let me get that timer. Let's begin. Start by cleaning up. Woo, here we go. Here we go. Clean. Jerk. Overhead lunge, same leg. Back and up. Chest. Go into that back swing. Repeat. Down, up, under. Beautiful. Back lunge. We should be able to get a lot of reps in here. Think about how we're sitting through those hips. You know where I am. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Keep those shoulders stacked over top of those hips. Whoa, overhead. Front heel stays planted into the floor. That's it. Here we go. Use those legs, power up that bell. Oh, shoot. Overhead. I can definitely feel my upper back from Tuesday. Next side. So just set it down wherever you were. Beautiful. Same side goes back. Oh, overhead. Keep forgetting about that overhead lunge. Keep that up. I guess we don't really finish the jerk until now. There we go. Shifting that weight into the front leg before we go back into the lunge. Looks awesome, ladies. Finding your nice pace. And again, if that overhead gets to be too much for that lunge, always come to rack and hold it at your chest. Nice, one rep after another. Good work. Oh, I think I'm on that overhead. That's it. When you're holding and rack, keep those hips back underneath the shoulders. So that weight is over your elbow. Good, take a rest. Caroline, I'm not sure if it's just the angle that I'm at with the screen. Are you racking here? Or are you more the sport? Okay, bring those hips over your heels. Okay, straight line, so we work those abs. Let's go again, ladies. First side. Want straight bodies. Beautiful. Yes. Oh, good angles, guys. If I can see you from the side, that would really help. I can't remember. Is the same leg goes back? Let's see. Yes. Same side goes back. Same side. Here we go. So many things. Looks nice. Looks real good. Here we go. One after another. As soon as the bell becomes steady, it's time to go into your next exercise. And add on. Yes, keep going. Almost time to switch. Switch sides. Clean, jerk, and lunge. Beautiful. Turn on that ab belt, guys. Holding the hips steady right where they are. That's it. That's it. Focus to that timer. Another round. Up, under. That's it. When you seem like you can't take any more, there's definitely another rep in there. You can pull it out. That's it, bust it out. Done, take a rest. So you have 30 seconds, grab a quick drink. We have one more round. We're gonna finish with some butt stuff. Actually, chug this whole thing. Whew. Okay. Last time, let's begin. Make sure that your feet are not too far apart. You want to get that structure. Oh my goodness, I think these pants are like fleece lined or something. It's ridiculous. There it is. Beautiful. Woo. Look at all of you guys with the overhead lunges. That's what I like to see. Okay, all right. Go for that last round. Those hips go straight down. Beautiful. We're so close. Keep going. Feel that burn? The difference is, will you work through it or will you stop? Will you call it quits because it's hard? Will you work hard to master it? There we go, other side. That's it. Master those movements, master that mindset of not breaking under the pressure. You're taking one at a time. Oh, so that's clean. That's it. Starting to feel that burn setting in, that fatigue. Don't crumble, ladies. This is it. That's a deep breath. Woo! When you're wondering when that timer is, it's just around the corner. Those hips back. Oh, hello, kitty. A little visitor on the screen. All right, keep it up. You can do this, you can handle this. And we are done. Okay. Take a quick little rest here. Give me a moment. That was 3 rounds, right? Like, I'm not crazy? Can I get a thumbs up? Yeah? Okay. Thank you. I had another one on the timer here. I'm like, We're gonna strap our bands on. We're gonna head to the floor. I'm gonna turn the back. Please, easy. Okay. So we're gonna throw our bands around our thighs. We're gonna reset the timer. Perfect. We're gonna do 30 seconds of working time. We're gonna do 10 seconds of rest. So really quick, short intervals of a bunch of glute bridges. We're just gonna yell out different styles. We're gonna do a bunch of different styles. A few rounds here. Oh, we don't want to be working for 30 minutes. We want 30 seconds. You probably wouldn't have been very happy with me on that one, guys. Wouldn't have stopped. Okay. Oh gosh. I said it all in 30 minutes. I apologize. One. Okay, everybody on their back. 10. 10 rounds. Perfect. Okay. As soon as I get this timer, we're going to start bridges. Just take a look at me every 10 seconds for that next exercise. Let's lay on our back. We're going to go up and down. Nothing special here. Not yet, at least. Ready? Begin. Hips up and down. Driving through those heels. You want to keep tension against that band, opening up the circle. Remember, we want the glute muscles to work. So that's our butt. So squeeze that butt at the top of the lift. It rises you up. Take a 10-second rest. Next one, you're going to hold up and you're just going to open the band. Lift, open the circle. Just keep repeating. Just keep the hips off the floor and keep opening that circle. That's it. See if you can work all the way to the outsides of the hips. Nice big movements here. Stretch that band apart. That's it. Good. Take a rest. We're just going to hold our hips up next. And just do tiny little pulses with our bum, up and down. So the knees are staying still. I'm just doing a slight little up and down for our hips. Just small contractions. Feel that burn, guys. Squeeze the glutes up, 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 up. That's it. Just nice and small. Contract. Rest. Holy Hannah. We're going to lift, open, and drop back down. Lift, open, drop back down. Up, open, and drop. That's it. Oh my sweet cheeks. Come on, ladies. Okay. Take a rest. You were going to put your heels together, bottoms of the feet together, knees open in a diamond shape. You're going to go up and down with your hips. Keep those knees apart. Keep those heels pushing together. These are your frogs. Keep pumping that. Knees open, heels together, up and down. Good. Take a rest. You're going to step your feet wide, wider than you were before. Toes out on an angle, all the way up and down. Tension on that band. Again, feet are wider than your hips. Oh, sweet cheeks. Okay. Keep it going. Take a rest. Oh my goodness. Okay. You're going to bend your knees. Lift your feet up off the floor and open up to the side. Open up to the side. That's it. Hip bones on the ground, tailbone on the floor. When you open as far as you can. Really work that end range. Open. That's the sweet stuff right there. Sorry. Open. That's it. Keep those feet flexed. Here we go. Right to the edges of those hips. Take a rest. You're going to come back to that same position. You're going to straighten one leg down to the floor. Bring it back and alternate. Rib cage and hips are steady on the floor, using that as your number one tool. Here you go, squeeze your bum, pull that hip down, pull that leg down. That's it. Take a rest. Whew. Okay, we're gonna go straight legs to the ceiling, opening up, and bring it back in. Open, and in. Think if you can rotate so the toes are facing the floor. Lock out those knees the best you can. Whatever range you have, work within it. That's it. Take a rest. Okay, we're gonna do like a TikTok, not the fun app. You're gonna go one leg to the side and back, other leg. That's it. The leg that's up towards the ceiling stays nice and still, especially on a return. You're bringing the legs back together. Watch that you're not rotating and swiveling your entire body to the ground. You're gonna take a rest. Awesome. And we are done. You can take that band off. That was really nice. Okay, you're just gonna place the bottoms of your feet together. So you look like a diamond. You're just gonna lay onto your back, let your knees open up. You're just gonna take some breaths and connect with the floor. You feel your hips opening up, letting go of all that tension that we just applied. We worked really hard for it, I must say. Good. Bring the legs together, draw them both to the right. You're going to lift the left leg up to the side. Holding around your thigh, both shoulders still on the floor. And see if you can extend that left leg. And you can just bend and straighten. Awesome. Let go of that leg. Bring it over to the left side now. Go as far as you can, keeping the shoulders on the ground. Bring that right leg to your chest, holding around the thigh. Extend and bend that right leg now. One more. Perfect. Legs back together. Bring them up to center. We're going to sit up and come into mermaid. So if we want to take both of our legs over to the right and drop the knees down towards the floor. Okay. So taking your left hand, your feet are towards the right, you're going to take your left hand and place it behind you, nice and close to your body. I'm going to push my hips up off the floor, push them towards the screen here. Then sit back down. So I'm going to repeat that. Pushing my hips forward and down. So once you get that idea, we're going to think about being tall to our shoulders. We're not slouching. Lifting up out that shoulder joint, really staying stable and pivoting around that shoulder. You can extend that underarm up overhead and bring it in. There we go. Push those hips forward, open up the sides of your body. Fantastic. Couple more. I'm lifting away from the floor, pushing my palm away to the ground. Back down. Let's do one more on this side. Look down towards the hand on the floor. And come on down. Beautiful. Let's shift sides. Hands nice and close. Push those hips forward. And back. We're going to do 5 of these in total. Lifting up. Chest towards the ceiling. Awesome. There we go. Thinking of pushing those palms away, just like we did. Just like we did this morning. Just like we did right before class. We pushed our palms away. One more. Beautiful. Bring it in. Just come over into a child's pose. You can bring those knees apart, toes together. So you're fitting right in between those legs. Reach both hands over to the right. You're going to hold the left wrist. You're going to hold it down to the floor and lean into the left side. Really get a good stretch on the side of your body. Right down from the armpit, down the rib cage, into the low back, possibly in the hip. Your attention might be different than somebody else. So listen to where yours is and move around it, or through it, or with it. Don't ignore it. Let's go to the other side. Reaching across, holding that wrist down. One side might have more sensations than the other, so it might call on some more time. And back to center. You're just going to come to a kneeling position now. Clasp your hands. You're going to take them right behind the back of your head. So sitting up tall, stacking the ribcage over the hips. Take a deep breath in. And your exhale, chin to chest and elbows tucked. And slowly roll through that spine. You'll feel the upper back tension begin. Slowly roll all the way. One vertebrae at a time. And back up. Until you open those elbows back and you lift that chin. And you are in the same position you started in. Beautiful. Good job.